Hey, this is Vonnie's Let Me Entertain You, and I am here today with King Trav. How you doing?
I'm all right. I can't complain. What's going on with everybody?
Good, good. So I want to talk a little bit about your music and what inspired you and all of that stuff. So why don't we jump right into it? So tell me, what is your superpower?
Well, if I could pick a superpower, if any superpower, I would want to be invisible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I would want to be invisible, simply so I could go and do as I please without, you know what I'm saying, having to be seen. You know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And name something you love and why.
Love food because it's contextual. Everybody eats food. All cultures and walks of life. No matter what it is, where you are, you're gonna eat something. That would be it.
And I want to jump into the music in a little bit, but tell me a little bit about what your dream project would be.
Well, my dream project sort of kind of like stems from what I love. I love food, and I've got some restaurant ideas and food ventures and stuff that I'm looking to go ahead and get a better grip on, in the near future.
Okay.
And I've been working on my own food business and stuff like that. And
Nice.
what I'm looking to do is, give back to the community.
Nice.
And be able to tap in directly to the community and be able to feed, the folks of our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep.
That's great. Name 3 artists that you like or love and what you like to be compared to.
The first artist I was ever made aware of or familiar with would be Duke Ellington.
Nice.
Yes, jazz pianist. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the jazz pianist era, one of the first black jazz pianists. You know what I'm saying? To ever do it like Duke did it. My mother, she put me on to a lot of Duke Ellington books and stuff like that, simply because I played the piano early on.
Nice.
I started learning how to play the piano at about 3 years old. So I'd say Duke Ellington for one. Second, I would say Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle. He's an artist of my generation within like the hip hop community, and a lot of his visions and goals and stuff align like directly with like the remedy for what our people need.
Right.
Like something I really respected, and I would say Nipsey for sure. And then third, let's go with Hov.
Okay.
Let's go with Hov. Let's say Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I say Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the he dropped the projects, no pun intended, but the blueprint,
Yeah.
sort of kind of, dropped the blueprint to the game. So I definitely give Hov that, like, you know what I'm saying? I write in my top 3, I would say.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the best piece of advice you've been given?
I don't know. I've been given a lot of good gems. There are many. I think that, you know what? You want to know what one has been sticking with me? The prayer of serenity. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Serenity. Yeah.
The things that you cannot change.
Yeah, the wisdom to know the difference and the
yep.
strength and the courage to change the things you can.
Yep.
Yep. Serenity. That would be it. That would be the best piece of it. My grandmother gave me that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your music. How are you and what do you do? Well, who are you? Rather?
Well, I started playing the piano, like I said, at about 3. I grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying, church background, stuff like that, but an outside kid at the entire time, so Like I loved music and everything, but I did everything else as well. You know?
Yeah.
So like it was music, it was the drums. At a point, I started rapping. I've been rapping since I was like 7, 8,
Wow.
9 years old or something
They
like
say
that.
music is a universal language, so you can reach anybody.
Yes.
Different cultures, different ages, all through music. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, tell me a little bit about your well, you did kind of give us some background, but what roles does the artist have in the society?
I feel like at this point in society, the music, the culture, and the media have such a broad audience. They have such a vast. It's way greater than it once was, right?
Right.
And even back, at the beginning of the technology era, you know what I'm saying? Like we still had CDs and vinyls and cassettes everywhere.
Right.
But now it's on everyone's phone.
Right. It's everywhere.
I think at this point we have like a responsibility to be, mindful of what it is that we're putting out as artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you in the fashion industry, you got to be mindful of the, what you talking about when you drop your, your
right.
fly shit. Pardon me, but for real, I think that's what it really is. Like right now, it's like we got to be mindful and responsible of what it is that we're putting out. As
right.
far as like our genres, as far as our fans, you know what I'm saying? Whatever our niche may be as an artist,
Right.
Yeah. That's it. You gotta stick to the plan.
So, if you can explain what you do in 100 words.
I would recommend everybody to check out my catalog on Apple Music,
Okay.
Spotify, Tidal, The Thesis. I've dropped projects. I've dropped Humble Pie. I gave them Greed. I gave you all The Summer's Over. I would recommend you to go and check all of these projects out, because then and there you'll get more than 100 words of game, 100 words of what I think and feel. You know what I'm saying? I speak a lot of truths in my music, pretty much all truths. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I speak from my heart. You know what I mean? My music comes from the heart. So if I was to, recommend anyone a set of words, that's where I would, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would direct them to, the music.
Tell them again where they can find your music.
You can find everything on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, the rest of the apps, YouTube, at King Trav. You can check out the Thesis, Humble Pie. Like I said, we gave them Greed. We gave you guys Greed. You guys have The Summer's Over to go and check out. It's just a bunch of different, testaments and thoughts and stories from my heart, mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Experience, And yeah, that's definitely what I would. That's what I would say.
Can they follow you on YouTube or on Instagram or?
Instagram will be at Fishscale Frank. I have a page on Instagram at Fishscale Frank and another page at King Trav Official with double underscores. That's King Trav Official with double underscores, and on YouTube is King Trav as well. You can check out. I got a few projects on there. The Thesis, I believe, is on there. Greed is on there, I believe. We've got some videos and stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What artist would you say you most identify with?
Of like right now, currently, I'm gonna say none. Outside of like an artist, looking to expand, build, grow. That's everybody. That's just like, instinct to business, if you're trying to have a functioning business or a brand or whatever you're working to create. But I don't think nobody's sort of kind of like me, My walk of life is different. Everybody's walk of life is different, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I wouldn't say I identify with a lot of folks, but I can say that I resonate with a lot of different artists. I do resonate with a lot of artists, like the underground artists, more specifically artists in our community, like El Camino, you know what I'm saying? The Machine, you know what I mean? Folks like that, West Side, like I can resonate with those folks a little bit more closely than someone I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or an artist that isn't from where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Like I can say that I identify with their, you know what I mean, their uniqueness and you know what I'm saying? Being so close in proximity and us seeing the same things, growing up with us being from the same city, you know, like I can identify with that, you know.
So I know where you're from. So why don't you tell the people where you're from?
Oh, east side of Buffalo, New York, to be exact. You know what I mean? We right here in the Queen City, 14215. You know.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what do you dislike about the art world? Because I know you was talking about the art world. I mean, you talked about that briefly, but I want to know, what do you dislike? And you also was saying that should art be funded?
Art definitely should be funded. I feel as if, because like a lot of independent projects and like folks within the communities, we get such a hard time just to do stuff and showcase stuff amongst ourselves. It's like, it's no wonder why we can't create the masses and bring folks together. It's just like They make it almost like unfair. They make it almost unfair for folks to be creative and artistic in whatever their own expression is.
Right.
Right. So a few minutes ago, I said we need to be responsible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're telling an artist they have to be responsible of a genre or an image.
Right.
They have a standard they need to uphold. But then you're telling them how they need to do that as well. And it's just like, nah, man. It's like it's only but so much you can, ask of a person when it comes to like creative work, creative thinking. And I feel as if we could, just like respect the structure of it all and allow it to be free, like art to just be art itself, art for art's sake.
Right.
I feel like that'd be just like the best way to go about it. You know what I mean? That would encourage the culture to continue to grow and change, you know what I'm saying, and evolve into its own thing like it's supposed to continue. It's going to anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nothing you can control, you know what I'm saying? So that's my perspective on that.
Okay. So is the artistic life lonely?
The life of a creative,
because sometimes people or the audience don't get what you're saying. You know what I mean? And you may have a certain message that you want to get out there, but then the audience may not get what you're trying to express. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's what I took from that question, but all in all, is it lonely, and what do you do to counteract that?
I think being a creative person, a creative individual can become lonely, at a point, but at the same time, depending on where your heart, where your heart is in the end of it all, is basically, or like at the beginning of it, is basically how a person may maneuver through it. See, like me, like, there comes times where I believe in something and I see something that nobody else can. But at the same time, I gotta respect and understand that that's my vision,
Right.
I can't put that duty on you to see and, believe and think in something. It's okay, But you don't see the air that you breathe.
Right.
At the same time, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say I'm like the air or my visions are just that natural, but, sometimes you just got to put that faith in yourself. You just got to have that belief in yourself.
Right.
And when you believe in yourself for something so much, it's almost nothing anyone or anything, you know what I mean, can do to come in between that. So it's like I find resolve in the folks that are always like astonished or, you know, just blown away at whatever's going on in front of them, you know, like
Right.
that's awesome. Like, but no matter what, like I have a goal and objective I'm trying to accomplish. So
That's what my next question was.
how about that?
Professionally, what's your goal?
Okay, so like professionally, I'd like to umbrella a company of multimedia arts, you know, outside of just like rap and music and production and stuff like that. I want to, like I was talking about the food business, you know, I'm big on branding, I'm big on culture and community and stuff like that. So I'm looking to see however far we can expand this entire thing, you know.
Right.
See what we can do, build a Rome, however long it may take, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, though.
Yeah. Sounds good. It was definitely a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you.
I just want to thank my audience for tuning in. Again, this is King Trav.
What's going on, everybody?
And we will be wrapping it up, and all of his information will be in the credits at the end of the show. So you'll definitely be able to reach him, follow him, purchase his music, and, you know, and actually help him with his vision, you know, and going forward. So thank you guys for tuning in to Vonnie's Let Me Entertain You, and we'll see you next time. I want to have you on again, okay?
All right.
So, and we're gonna see big things.
Absolutely.
Big things.
Absolutely.
Tell them again what your latest project is, so they can look for it.
All right, the most latest release is Fresh, a single by myself, produced by the homie IRB, out by way of California. You can find it everywhere on Tidal, Spotify, Instagram, Apple Music. Get it everywhere. You can go check this joint out. It's Fresh by King Trav.
Okay.
That's the joint. You know what I mean? I released that on October 10th, 2023. It's the most recent release. I haven't released anything since 2021, so it'll be awesome for you to catch up, get in tune, and, you know what I'm saying, make yourself abreast of what we working with and see what's going on.
All right. You heard it, guys, from the king himself. So we'll tune into next time to Vonnie's Let Me Entertain You, and thanks a lot again.
Why should I take you on, too?
Hey, you gotta find you a lane to get to work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's dirty business. It's working. I heard the lady seen the blues, we was pumping it raw. Outside, my dog had a razor in his jaw. Do a favor for a favor, now flavors in galore. Got a box for everybody with paper you can call, fucking safe. I'm trying to hide the money in the floors. They like why we ran out of room in the walls. Super smooth, bucket low when I shoot through. Really outside, wasn't fucking with YouTube. Need cash, never really cared about who's who. Bag on me now, bombed up the usual, the loose screw. You gon' fuck around and lose too. Still get around with the whoppity and the whoop too. I was 14 running wild with my deuce, and I hang your dog by the rope for the loot too, like Monopoly. But the game closer to chess moves. This a wig shot. You niggas is like a flesh wound. Pop locking, cutting bruh, soon as the tech move. If you the nigga Esteban, want me next too. You never knew you was playing with death. Look at you, like Chucky when he was playing with Fresh.
I got the dope move.
You got what?
I got stupid juice. I bust a stupid move.
Who paid the fee? I know my role and play it to death. Like Shorty got slept up on his way to the steps. Kiss the baby, motherfucker, this the waviest yet. Arms crossed, feet to the sky, try and play with the set.
Chucky. It was nice meeting you, Chucky. Now why don't you go in the kitchen?
Everybody wanna talk about Fresh. Shorty mouth was moving faster than legs. Got caught, his feet stuck. Ain't no scratch in your head for a short. Doggy did it for the scratch on your head. Never knew to this. If
You knew I'd be back with the bread, no strollers. I said we was pushing, baby, push me, baby. How you niggas pushing daisies? My whole everything on some fuck you pay me. They still loving it raw, give a fuck who hate me. My eyes on the road and my head in my lane. Grab a pen and take notes, dog, I'm peddling game. Keep it brief, take time, you be one hell of a thing. Too flash, leave you stuck with a shell in your brain. Check the murder rate, promise it'll tell you the same. Your wrist and your chain, wet like you pissing in rain. You be lucky if you make it stuck, pissing in pain. Be careful, for you and Chuck, you one in the same. I'm the walk home, that'll take your dog to the chunks. Old school flavor, keep it raising.